With all our hearts, we pray and ask. God bless Anambra. God bless the shining light that we bear. We're the only ones to make her brighter, the only ones to make her better, the only ones to make
Secrecy! Our colors are white and blue, white and blue. Our colors are white and blue, white and blue. May the fame of our colors last forever. Precious for secrecy. Secrecy! Up secrecy! Up secrecy!
Welcome to the International Convention Center.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
the Governor of Anambra State, Chief Dr. William Madabrochukwu Obiano, of the great CKC Oldboys, one of the greatest that has happened to this state and this country. My president and wife, distinguished old boys of our great school, it's my single honor and privilege to set the ball rolling at this last point of call. It's my honor and privilege to set the ball rolling at this last point of call. Distinguished guests, this place has never been, all my visits to this place in the past 8 years, I may go to say that this hall has never been this colorful, but today. Great men and women have been coming here, whining and dining and living, but it's never been this colorful, and you know why. I thank God Almighty for making me, after coming from I doesn't know who, to have gone through CKC or nature. Your Excellency, I did you've been a man with bold, great, wide, if I'm permitted to say, very wide ideas. Ideas that nobody ever knew could come to fruition. You think big, you act big. You couldn't have been otherwise, but by the great virtues you acquired in that great college. Your Excellency will all witnesses to what the events of today. Your Excellency, you invited us in your magnanimity to be part of the two great legacy.
Stewards, can you keep quiet? You are disturbing the meeting. Stewards, keep quiet.
I'm wondering, I'm still wondering what the next governor and several governors to come will do to surpass these great two legacies. We had the record of plane on the fly. I've gone through this way at Anambra Airport 12 times. 12 times, and my uncle, when they visited, said their greatest pride in the United States is coming from here. I could have sounded a lot better if these things were for 6 months or 1 year so that we can enjoy. But I think on Wednesday we are going to play close to flavor. And Your Excellency has recently invited all of us again to the International Conference Center, Convention Center, place, and we'll all be part of it. My own is to introduce the occasion, it's not to do anything, and it's a very simple, harmless job. Upon this CKC, and as soon as Omnia Presumuntu, Rita as an actor. Omnia Presumuntu, Rita as an actor. Upon the last, when Rex Ipsa Lopito, the fact speaks for itself. And then when you say, come on, name one, he has to have a base. Dr. George. Oh, that the great decision of then casting USA against McFall in 1959. Lord, Your Excellency, you have placed our state on something, and our state must stand. If I want to swear back, I won't that is His Excellency, that is the great idea of the great man. Bred and nurtured in the great school. And each had the privilege and opportunity to have got my president, sir, you are very lucky on a pretty book on a pretty book. Oh, you see, I like okay, His Excellency. In fact, 3, Your Excellency is not in a hurry for us. nwoke a na-ekwukọ na-eme ife mgbe m bịara ebe a mgbe bifo mgbe ọ bụsị gọvanọ ọfụ nsịsa na ọ bụrụ na a gụrụ n'izu a ọ dị ka eze ndị ọmụ ndị adịghị asị na obi atọ nse arụsịkwa ife a unu nọ na ya bifo ọ bụrụ gọvanọ I'm not guessing. Ọ na-ahụ ndị mba ka m na-etu eze nyere mba abịa jụrụ ndị ọ na-enye ya kwado o nwekwa n'obodo a na-enwe dike mana dike a na-ezu mba akpọkue n'obodo akpọkue dike akpọ ya ofu ka ọ na-aza nza ten rapụrụ na ọ dị etu a ụnụ na-ahụ n'afọ ebube elegance ọ ka ndị si ga-esi na-adị nwanyị anyị na-adị ọcha o ji aba ije n'ebi arụsị anya pụta nwa ụmụ nwaanyị ndị dị ndị esa na-apụ agbapụwe dị na-eme ọfụma na-eme ime na ọfụma ọ nwere onye ga-abịa gọvanọ ga-abịa akwụkwọ ebe ọkụ nwere onye ọkụ na-alụ ọ nwere onye ọkụ na-ebido ọ nwere gọvanọ ga-alụwa ICC ọ nwere onye ọkụ ebe ọ nwere onye ọkụ ebido amịyọ greatness maka ọ nwere ihe na-atụ ya elu o gosi na ọ dịbụ mma wee jebe n'oke o nwere ka nwoke na-adị mgbe anwanye nọ yunivasiti ICC ka esi 25 wee baa yunivasiti anyị jee pati etu ụmụ nwaanyị amalụ mma na-abụsị aka ọ na-egwu na-atụ ụmụ the natural man is naive anaeze na ihe ndị enyi ya makọrọ ụmụ a na-egwu onye achọpụ ya onye achọ ebe fa dị maka ọ ga-adị fri anyị ma nwekọrọ edu anya nchata ndị dị mma na-alụ nwaanyị we're all very proud to be associated with you. We are very, very proud. Presidents, not only your legacies will never leave. You can go to the other family, not the one, not the this is here, will be the life. Highest are not 80, are not 80. No more fun at the first 4 years. Or more fun at the first 4 years than you're going for. And I say, I never want to see you. All of them. I don't put you on ready. And then I get into the name. If I have to see kids, schools, and mighty vibrations.
How I venture a Kawalo. Nachaka Kawalo again, the CKC, the local governor, a top manager. And I almost signed my own according to the top rate. I am the first governor of CKC stock, Peter Odi. Okay? The second will Peter Obi. What's one I need to do? Now, I really got a tanker. So they talk about Willie Obiano. Now, all those three governors, Chinarisa. Okay. You know, and I will pass Bishop Valerie. Okay.
We're candid.
I will be cardinal. Let me check. I can mama blessed when I dance or whatever. I give it America. So it's important to be proud of the school. I educate with Oga of blessed memory. Great guy who was the formator for most of us. Value of man. You know, I'm a Morgana, I'm there, up guy, okay, I'm gonna do the boy. And there's one on that, we very rarely set up, but I'm only on an opposite camp. You know, so I can read them. But guy can tell kind of woman. It's the only way I cannot. Oh, great. Because one I couldn't afford
Afambo Safidelis Chukwemeka Women. Album 1966 set. Na CKC. Come on, for them I know about 70 something. Because at the time for Ministry of Youth and Sports. So never be said when you work with me abroad also, or as an old boy. As the sin is believing, find the attack at home. If Chief Dr. Obiano also dear men Anambra I never see man because you are out going out. Maradiki si webu Chief Obiano did well. And if you may well, you may not find the CKC Oldboys. CKC is very proud of you. If you don't know for time, what do I hope therefore? I don't see Maka Chief Obiano. I know Sitikon. I'm not on Your Excellency. You go and ask. I'm a landing agent CKC. Or Nibo. Or what are you doing? So I am a language here. Oh, thank you very much. So, Your Excellency, having said this, I have also to thank you so much for the much you have done. You did very well. Because when people are saying that Governor Obiano didn't do this or didn't do that, but now, as the orator pointed out, when you come to a place, you see a governor who did about 3 things that are so spectacular. There was one they were missing. The one I wanted to mention that was I was connected with that because I was the shot put champion in CKC during the time I was there. Shot put discus and javelin. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm not so that's why I want to mention you did very well because you had sports you are listening. Sports is a very nice area which you actually excel. You had a stadium. That is one. 2, the issue of the international cargo and passenger airport is fantastic because this is what people are trying to get but nowhere. You did it and it was very, very pleasing in the CKC Oldboys. Then, the International Conference and Convention Center, that one is fantastic. Because I've been at the Abuja International Conference Center. I know that the major hall is not all that as big as the one you have here. For Anambra State, a state in Anambra State, as you pointed out for us at the airport, where most of the things are not comparable with that of USA and some of the big countries in the world. So that's a kudos to you, Your Excellency. You did extremely well. And as an old boy of CKC, it was a fantastic job. If I'm allowed to continue saying, Your Excellency, I continue here to 7. But we have to do things so that others will say something. All you have to bear in mind is that CKC Oldboys are very proud of you. And we are really appreciative of what you do for CKC Oldboys. Once more, this is thanking you. 1966. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, I'm John Joe Lezier Okoye. Agency case 1960 to 64 first round, and then 65 to 66 for high school. Ngozi High School, Fanta was someone on the and I was not CKC. So Ngozi CKC 1967. Uncle Obiano and so on came back in 1970 before the Executive University. When I was born, I became a scout, Boy Scout. We only said a scout. One was scout was an CKC for many years. When I retired from public service, I'm on the University of Port Harcourt. Retired in 2006, we 60 years. Monsieur cruising bar for another 6 years. Young mechanical engineer. Cruising season where there's even a better before. And the time. And I was young. So, if it is going to talk a lot of people from Pebble to Walker. Go out and lose residents and not a flyover. And many of us are depressed because now this is the withdrawal. So, the man they come distract us. Because only Obiano Anambra State in your first term, Anambra State was the safest place in Nigeria. Often they get more goods na IT. Once the federal government and the government and those they can Anambra State. Kafu eku do be no say many go na Anambra State. They go for security. Make a new competition on CDS about first of fighter. Nigeria will also. So, I am impressed. I must not be disappointed in you. I am proud of you listening to Governor that need a CDC. You can go as well. I'm not going to say, I was an American. I said, the legacy projects in another state, they don't use they go make a lose on no, I get from the airport, from the international center, and even from the stadium. They go in their booth. We don't have to know that I will show. Okay, we have more. So, on way they Governor Anambra State. I think we have to need the Obiano State, of Anambra State. So I'm very proud. And this is case in Anambra State for 16 years. I've even teaching. And I had to say this about so as I will break. I said break and come back in this situation. Because the very close to name light in Nigeria. The very other person in Anambra State. That's not like of the nation. And then it's open up like of the nation. So if I ever go now, everyone is listening, you know, you go now. You come out, CJC, now you do. I'm on a record for many years, almost 40 years. I'm on like a rest of records. When I say I don't do a sinker, I want to listen to as a list. And I don't know what this year as a list. I need to take time shape. So, Governor, you go anything I want to know. If you may Anambra State, and the legacy in Anambra State, more in the future. Okay, Pauline, and now you do question for Anambra State.
Our amiable governor, Chief Doctor Willie Obiano, Global. I am lady before we go to I worked last as a school principal, the principal of Community Secondary School of Obiano. So, the prof was telling me about the anthem. We were the first to learn the anthem, and then we taught our students. If I am allowed to make a shout, for these are wonderful, you are simply wonderful. If I am to make a shout unto it, and we say, we should all stand up and say thank you very much to this champion. Stand up, stand up for the champion, stand up for the champion, contribution made in Anambra State. I worked as a school principal, and for one day I was not owed a line. And it has continued. I have already received my gratuity. I retired October 28, 2018, but I have received whatever benefits should accrue to me. So I am here to say thank you very much. I am grateful to God for a gift of a governor like you, because you have gone marvelous. You have changed the state, and you have already set the ball rolling. So whoever comes in, let the person try whatever the person can, so that Anambra will be brought into the global map. We are waiting for a better Anambra State, because you have already given the base, the springboard that we allow whoever comes in to fly. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, Chief Doctor Obiano, Obiano Global. 1962. One of the wonders
industrialization, trade and commerce.
Modern wonders of the modern world, and that is the ICC. Okay, no, you don't care about Neganyana. We work with Talia for Lucia. This is Ngolo. Format CAC. For now, Anambra State students. Now, over first. Now, jam. Now, over first. Now, what? Owepulu na ma kafo this ICC we tie wo se na ko dike ne wo ne eje lanya abrebe ndi obele man ne eje ali chasia na ifike diebu owepulu ayi we gaba na airport international Anambra State International Airport Anambra when the same forever, and I go with everything they bring to Abu Gwesi analyze. We work from Costa County in the AC. Look at the top of the Joajo or Zania holistically, but Abu Gwesi can costing or to wire, see every day to a little won't get about it away. We'll go costing one of his major subjects. Cost is so many. I'm going to buy your people where the senior fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. Go make us say that I will go mark one. Ndo ke na se ke di bi bo re ke bo ko no ji ma ko ai isara ko ne fe na fo no ya ma ko mo le bo ko mo ile nkulu o we be ma ko anu o we buru costing o melo na international Anambra State international airport direbu wo ko da ko nya ba de ko wa on wa bi o over costing analysis. Oh, man, I can't go to the join or so now, before that, I was even the 95% even the can you tell actually people make their own history. Oldboys is a fellow of the Institute of Chartered, senior fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. And now we have Mwaga Jelena Kakafu. Don't wait in that Sonda Kupa and Libra and the world also Panama. Yes, one will be PhD. So when I say no way, I am not going to see where copy for them. About what is a networker? If we go to network or international authorities, but when they are way standard and after for the networking, that is the greatest opportunity in the history of capitalism. The magic of human contact. It's a duplicated process that utilizes the power of geometric progression to share information that will ultimately result in the matter of movement.
Chief Dr. Willie Obiano.
No, Obiano is a good guy.
My name is Ewonye Oluchi, currently working at the Ministry of Tertiary Education, Science and Technology in Anambra State, and I'm married to Associate Professor Chinedu Ewonye, 2001 CKC. His Excellency, I really appreciate the opportunity to be here this evening amongst people that are older than me, and in your presence, I really appreciate this privilege. Thank you very much, sir. I want to use this opportunity to really thank you for what I saw today at the International Conference Center and at the International Cargo and Passenger Airports. It's really, I would really say you've written your name on the sands of time in this state and in this nation. And you've placed Anambra State on the global map for eternity. If we start considering maybe financially what these things will yield to Anambra State, we will repeat and repeat and we will not stop. I want to say that God will bless you and place you higher. When you leave this position, you get into another to continue the good works that you started here. Thank you very much, sir.
My reason coming out this evening is nothing but to talk about the conference center I visited. My name is Mrs. Edna Ugo. I retired from KRC Onisha, 1979 KRC. I retired as a school principal, Union Secondary School. My governor, today I have never been this happy. I was discussing with some of my friends when we got there. I said, Ometago, no problem. Look, I have been attending conferences in most states. And whenever we go there, we go to their conference centers. I have never seen any conference center like this. Correct. Let them come to our state. At times when they say, Anambra will go, I said, hey, let them come now. Anybody inviting anybody now, they can now come. Last week, my first son called me and said, Mommy, I think our governor will be leaving office. I said, yes. He said, because of that airport, he is now my best governor. In fact, after my visit today, I was sitting there, I called him quietly, I said, I will gist you when I come back. I will tell you will forget the airport and the talk of conference center. In fact, oh my God, I don't know my state is like this. I'm very, very happy. Last year, around October, I said, hey, who knows our governor, who knows if he will give us rights again? Hey, let him give us rights so that we will not break that record. Fortunately for us, hey, they said we should come and carry rights. I said, God, it's okay. Please, you did not owe anybody salary or anybody pension throughout your stay. That is a very big record. If nothing else, I think that's one. I'm asking, making a special request that please, whoever the civil servants and pensioners. Thank you, my governor.
Your Excellency, people have enumerated some of the things you did. I know much more. And that's what I said when I said previous, I said you were schooled and groomed in CKC to do what you were told to do, what I taught you. So I'm not here to shout in high heavens that indeed what you learned to do. In fact, there is CKC. Come make a living of otherwise, you don't bring the school's thing to shape. Your Excellency, the ultimate thing here that I want people to copy is your humility. Do I have your attention, Your Excellency? The only thing that's in here, with all of the resources, with all the power, your humility is very discovered. Like I don't want to say the beauty of power is non-usage. And I want to thank you, like what I said. The other aspect is that you've impacted on people that will have ripples over the years. Before flying through a or someone like me, I've now been to Asaba Airport. So I lost my wife, so my kids are in Abuja. I have to go frequently. Do you know that Anambra Airport is fully booked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday to next month? But Enugu free. I've already Enugu for 29,000, which means passenger. Yes, we are fully booked on a weekly basis. We are leading maintain airport and Asaba will be Anambra. You have saved us a lot. The trauma of and they go tax is able to 4 hours. It is same years in Anambra, about business. In Abuja, the one people will forever keep talking about it. It affected me. And so the Prof. Tony and President, all of them, possible. And that's what you're giving us, the legacy that goes for life. I look forward to when I'm flying from America directly to Alabama, Roosevelt. Thank you, and may God bless you. We should learn from the humility. Just keep it with you.
I was with the governor at the very beginning. 8 years ago, this hall was a miracle because the governor built a hall but had no any use for it. He just felt like building a hall. So when we arrived there 8 years ago, he had been elected governor, or no, had been elected. But he said, "What is this?" He said, "No, that never than I hear. So when I talk at there something, you know, it was like go and build this hall. The use for this hall will be there soon." And when we hear we people that go to Obiano, there's so much sail. There's so much wind in his sail. So I am honored to be here with the branch in Oka and incidentally, I went to only one meeting in Oka while I was in Oka, but I've been active, if you like, as an old boy. His teaching is immortal. I'll always remember. Gentlemen, Amokwe became an ambassador of this school. And several times, in various discussions I had with him, whether before ESCO or good ESCO, was something to take to CKC. There are things that you do, you blackmail him with Nasoka CKC, your governor, CKC, and he lived with the ethos of the school. I saw him later this afternoon and they said, come to our building, and the CKC and I was like, because I need to CKC, we own place, we own the government, and the government owns us. I want it. On behalf of all of us here. So thank him for keeping the faith. I worked with him for 5 years, 5 very active years, day and night. They called at midnight to ask a question, and so on and so forth. Every good thing has an ending. Has a beginning and an ending. And he has never hold his head high. At the airport, the conference center, name it. But what to put that is the human element. I've seen many persons who are in dire straits who say, now I can go on, hip replacement. Everybody in the family is crying. And they just managed to walk through and say the letter to the governor. Somebody mentioned my name. He called me, he corrected him and said, oh, like the famous science. Many lives were saved because of the CKC of the city. God, in his own way, will clear his path as he steps out of office as governor. Not look at it for him. Already for him, but upholding an elder statesperson in Anambra and beyond, who have to depend on him for wisdom, for resources, and for direction. Excellency, thank you very much. I'm going to sit here, enjoy my
for two main reasons. One of which was that traditional CKC. If you put even a matter of a manful, not a more, the man can lay it down. I can blow the lot of senior, so to speak. But it has also great pleasure to be given this opportunity. And those of you who were part of the organized event, for giving the presence of mind, we are very grateful to you. Imago is factually correct. But more difficult, because when I was elected chairman of Ntukoka, old Ntukoka local government, I never see a swearing in all to see was here 34 fires. When say hello, I remember and then put a fire in now, fire and can, and the conference, and the allow. So it's a difficult job. When you think of the state level and a lonely job too. So, Madam, they always mark airports and all that because I'm familiar. The only thing who go guy on a motor, I go on one of the bell, he said I'm very happy. Now, she's fully Obiano, can be very relaxed. Even actually put an office. Hey! It's one that if you never have a low gas and have records, now okay, I can do them. You get the point. Now, they cross river with an injunction. Now, anyone with an injunction, the safer the road can go, it is time to go. And I could read that from his face. Now, it is time to go because he has done very, very well. Nobody will be there perpetually. You know, but there's an answer now. Once upon a time, so I'm like now the Oldboys. We can't be prouder than we are today. We can't be prouder because in the logo, it's not easy. So even to be that what he had done all these 8 years is an accurate portrayal of what a true old boy of CKC should do. If I can I also watch people will be off till another high office beckons. Thank you very much.
I am really glad and happy to be here. I am alive today for 3 reasons. One, God gives life. Second, for a CKC old boy who was in charge of Amako Teaching Hospital, late Dr. Basil Wabo, with the rewrite of a very silence. Many souls and the souls of all the faithful departed to the message of God. May they rest in peace. Praise may we be seated. Airport, Obiano, Convention Center, Obiano Stadium. But I'll tell you one thing. I am more delighted at the salient achievement. That morning when I was rushed to the hospital went to tell me that they needed oxygen badly. And the health cylinder room was empty. They were waiting for the accountant to come to work by 9 o'clock to refill it. The other one was being used on the patient. So I said to him, take me to Amman. Will you have built an oxygen center? There must be oxygen in Amman. Before COVID, but I didn't suffer from COVID. So when we got there, the moment they put the oxygen on my hand, they just plugged it in and the oxygen was there. That was the 10th reason why I'm still alive today. I'm going to look at Obiano. First, as an education minister, I'm a good product of our great master. In the area of education, because I'm particular, because we're all particular, what is holding us together is education. I look at what they have done in the area of education, because people keep talking about the airport and all that. That is an icing on the cake. A cake has been baked over the past 7 years. The airport and convention center are mere icing on the cake. Let me tell you, just about some days ago, I read on the news that Obiano to commission a 750-bedded hostel accommodation in about 11 technical colleges in the state. Not colleges. Nobody is discussing that. We are busy discussing airport. Airport, like I said, is an icing on the cake. If you go to College of Agriculture, all the roads there are attached to encourage our children. And then, of course, all know that the Obiano hostel back home in CKC is an 800-bedded hostel. It's a landmark. You must enter the place, you see it. That 1,200 for CKC. And let me put it on record that Governor Obiano has never, ever missed celebration of Catholic feast in the campus. So every year, once in the country, we must be there on Catholic feast to celebrate the students of the school. What does that show us? That is a committed alumnus of our greater matter. And so, it's not just 3 years for CKC, it's also 3 years for you. Your Excellency, you have done very well. You know me. I've been in charge of information, although when I told you he was coming. He remembered his successor, he didn't remember his predecessor. So I followed him because I'm a great senior, very great senior. You know? So I also told him welcoming you back here because I hear the plea for the Yama Matter. Thank you very much. Especially during the burial of Lagos Zuma. I watched everything. Thank you very much on behalf of the Board of Trustees. I congratulate you. Thank you very much. So, Your Excellency, I want to fully, on behalf of CKC Oldboys worldwide, as the chairman of the Board of Trustees, to say that CKC Oldboys hereby commend, congratulate, endorse, and congratulate you finally for putting on the side of time. Another state has never had it so good, but now Aboku has made it so good for another state. Thank you very much. All over the world, and justice and government. So thank you very much for being an ambassador.
CKC. I never stood in CKC, but I know I am also recognized in a lot of other places. People have been talking and talking, progress, this, but my governor is here and he remembered that of security. And there was a time people were talking Anambra is the safest place in this country. Am I right? It's a very, very hard-working governor. He secured our state and we are very happy. But my governor, let me quickly remind you. Okay, you are busy now. My governor, let me quickly remind you. Some people did mention that they came here even when you were not a governor. You remember I visited you that less than 1 month when you became a governor. I saw all these projects. Then I asked you, my friend, were you thinking of becoming a governor before? And he replied and said, no, he never thought of that. That it is all the work of God. That he was building this place because their people were holding it in school compound. And he felt like giving them a befitting place for their meeting. Some of us are old archers. We have seen money as long as in the 70s. So whatever we are doing, we take 1 or 2 things into consideration. Planning is the most important. And at times we claim to be Christians, but we talk of Christians looking at the way they walk, looking at their belief in life. So I am grateful to God that we have you as our government and you have worked well. Coming to security again, I don't know whether you remember that the first week we were entering that P2B invited me and we were with him. He gave you advice that for security to work hard, to move. That a lot of, he told you that I do not give any politician money. I don't know whether you remember that. And he told you that what I will give you will be by far more than what those who are giving you millions. I don't know whether you remember that. And from that day, the governor took it up and have been discussing with him about security. I wouldn't talk much on that, but he held the security of this state to a very great level. We've been working with both the police and the of all those things. So my governor, let me quickly remind you, please, things are trying to turn upside down. A lot of people are now thinking of unknown government, IPOB, Boko Haram, this and that. The kidnappers, the armed robbers, they have now resurfaced. Don't overlook that. Give the new coming governor, who is also you put him in. You did the campaign for him. You did everything for him. Put him guided on security issues so that things will continue to move more than it moved during that tenure. So once more, I am grateful to God.
We all know him now. Great CKC Oldboys here. I remember in the bus, I told professor that I am the conductor of this bus because everybody that entered the bus and they were looking at me. They don't look at me. I am the conductor of this bus. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to talk because Willie is my friend, who started, we've been friends for a very, very, very long time. But when you see things going, people now ask me, why are you not in your state? Why are you here? Look, you think I don't like good things? I want to be in a place because people always say that the eagle would always perch on a good tree. To me, Anambra is the best tree in this country. At the beginning of this airport project, I'll start from there. At the beginning of this airport project, first day, 20th of January of that year, this we here together, I just take Caterpillar, just taking this. I said, is this how airport is built? For those of you who don't know, some states building airports, the federal government advances them about 16 billion naira as a takeoff grant. But here, I remember there was need to engage the Chinese, as we were saying that time. But all of a sudden, say, no, I will do it alone. My friend, how are you going to cope? What even the federal government finds difficult to do? You want to do an airport? Say yes, he will do it. All right. But you see, every day, every time I come, maybe a month, 2 months later, I see a difference. 3 months later, I see a difference. 6 months later, oh, good difference. A year later, more or less, that the airport was ready. And I said, well, I didn't know the meaning of Obiano. I thought that they said a man with 4 hearts. And I said, yes, it's not that the mind has cooled down, that you are a man with 4 hearts. And here we are, the airport. The FIFA standard stadium. Came on board. So, ladies and gentlemen, there are times I wish, if wishes were us, beggars were right. I wish you and Namreko can borrow him to me. Let me take it to Edo State. If he's going to stay there for 6 months, there must be a difference. But I know they won't agree. You don't agree. So I congratulate you. You are finishing very, very strong. You are finishing very, very, very strong. And I know what I'm talking about. I congratulate you. Even if today you have finished very, very strong. And this legacy that you are leaving for this state is a legacy that will last and last and last and last. To build I was talking to somebody.
My name is Dr. Tochukwu Peter Mbachi. I was in CKC in 1975. I remember I was into my share in 1975. When I was we didn't call his house because we were at home. Those days I was no one has had ever now pass there. 75 to 8, in which I went back 80 to 82. I did higher school in CKC. Under the tutelage of Reverend Father N.C. Dabo. Every day in assembly, I do the harder right instead of the easier wrong. And it didn't imbibe in us. Doing the harder right instead of the easier wrong. I'm like I didn't hear about that. So everything has been said. Ano nwunye m ọlọbụrụ na akụ ya bisi. Mana ego isi mkpa na class 4 bụ isi kedu nwa ibe igbo oyi na-enye barisa judo dọkịta barisa judo. Ya nwakuzi m ka esi agụ ego onye klarisi na Carries my heart another from my chest. Then no, once again, I never five for Santo. West even as he gets Okamogo and Otanos, Your Excellency, everything. They have said everything I want to say. Nothing else remains. Man, as we are coming, I was told about what you are doing, what you did as a case. How from this lesson. Because I will build something like that as a case. And be the battle. I was so proud. So I thank you so much. What's nothing to say, only to thank His Excellency. We have gone to the international health center. I visited other centers in Abuja every year. Excellency, you have written your name in gold. And publicly, I went to the airport today. In my own quiet moments, I have visited that airport. And I sent it to my class phone that today I visited the international airport and cargo airport, passenger and cargo airport. And this man is doing a wonderful job. I sent it to my 1988 UNM medical class and sent pictures. And today, I'm so happy. You've done wonderfully well. Let me drop it. We are not going to do it, but let it be in our mind. I know I can't leave an airport. I was someone back at the airport. I went down there to the airport. One of my own airport. When you do something, what you do is speak for you. Now, I was talking about the airport, then the stadium. You can see what this is doing. May God bless you. Thank you. Now, when you have an airport, international airport, you have a conference and convention center. Why can FIFA not host any match here in Anambra? You have security. You will stop here, you drive, you can sleep here, you drive here. Anything is not possible.
Sorry, it was and put sift white sharp sand, soft sand, sift, so that the big things are not there. So they wear a lot of special equipment when I sink so they want people to play football here massively for 1 year so that this thing can settle well. The floodlight certainly will be concluded before end of next week. So we want to play the ESCO will play the House of Assembly. No, back about I'm telling you, that's what has pushed me. When I said this airport, who could the 5 undulating like this, 5 undulating in between each of those hills, and where artisan wells for guys, some of you that did geography. Gamano, water, they are also year round. We don't have very clear water. On our body, I had to 7 contractors in there, I can't do a minute. Up to so far, I can't say about that. Why not go and when I want that Kenya is airport with that borrowing money. No even above an EFCC. But my contractors went there. I said, this is the best governor in Africa. See, I don't need it. Eligible for another. This case in my mind, I'm contented with the bank. You know, I'm going to try it. Not only be for 45 years. I might take a music before I don't go music. That believe you can do it, then you can do it. Provide, believe seriously, and provide. You wonder if one happened. Do you know that two members of my school told me I shouldn't waste my time. 2 years, you can't finish this. Now look at 7 years. Family and that's going to be my name is school. Sit down and then sit down. Sit down with one of their muscles. Sit down and then sit down. I was in the Amos was there. See what I even you can even now I can see a water. Mando Bruni, I should not go back over there. This is what I want to do.
And I have a message here, His Excellency, and I want to tell you, Your Excellency, and inform our member that we are going to mentor young students in CKC with this message. I form great committee. Again, as CKC drop or believing in what you have. That dream is what is the most important. Getting up, there is a need. Thank you so much, sir. The most secured states. My wife, who is a civil servant, every month, whenever she is the end of the year, she is the rice. The Excellency, I'm going to report to all my wife. I want to ask you who was that I found out where it was not because the first time we make it up. So I want to thank you for that prompt payment of salaries every month for this. Our POT chairman said something about oxygen center. Teaching what I go to. As a medical doctor, I know so many lives. Now the period of COVID-19 was saying we didn't have facilities to start testing for COVID-19, but we knew those of them when they came. And that was the center. Every day we are getting cylinder, oxygen from Mama. It saved a lot of lives. And then when the people from abroad came back, they were coming in and we were getting oxygen. So, because before we used to go to Onitsha, but I got to go to get oxygen. But we thank you so much for that. So, Your Excellency, I want to publicly announce that we will register you here today as a member of that branch. CKC. Our secretary will do the needful after we finish.
I'm an international branch.
What's the Lagos branch? She's really I'm going to we want to give this word of excellence for the outstanding and serious leadership as the governor of the state. From 2014 to 2022, courtesy of CKC and the Oldboys Association, today, March 5th, 2022.
Let me appreciate the Oldboys. Let me appreciate the Oldboys for this great honor.
And normally when we receive these things, we go back to our second stanza. 3 cheers for CKC, 3 cheers for CKC, may the fame of our calling last forever. 3 cheers for CKC, our colors are white and blue, white and blue. Our colors are white and blue, white and blue. May the fame of our calling last forever. 3 cheers for CKC. Primus. Okay, one closely back. Student mentioned that Bella and Asheville was